This again, it's Mark Stevens, Lawyer Up Radio on WCCM 1110 AM, and I'm here today with special guest Jay Godfrey from CG Labs, and we appreciate you coming in and explaining this in a way that we can all understand it, Jay.
Well, you're very welcome. My pleasure.
Jay, let me ask you about something. This comes up in some cases where we have to track the blood and make sure that the blood that people are talking about is actually the driver's blood, and it's not some other random person's blood. We track it from the time it comes out of his arm until the person is testifying about the results in court. How do you keep track of the blood when it comes into your lab?
It gets logged in. It gets put in my one refrigerator, and I'm the only one in there, so I always know where they are.
Okay. Are they labeled?
Oh, yes. Oh, of course.
Okay. You get them from
everything has to be labeled.
You get them from the state lab with some kind of label on it,
I get them from the state lab.
Okay.
Or from other parts of the country. I get samples from Alaska, Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when blood is going to be tested for evidentiary purposes, does it have to be refrigerated? Or should it be refrigerated, I should say?
It should be refrigerated. It should be refrigerated the entire time.
Okay.
I know it's not always. No.
It's not always done, right?
It's not always done.
What are some of the potential dangers of a blood sample kit sitting in the back of a hot cruiser, let's say on the seacoast, for a shift after it's taken out of the driver's arm?
Well, even though they put anticoagulants in the blood, if you heat the blood up high enough, it's going to coagulate.
And let's explain, just for those of us who don't use coagulate, what's coagulate?
The cells are going to start to stick together, and it forms a clot, a clump of blood. And I've seen samples that come in. I think someone tried to cook this particular one, put it in a microwave, but I looked in the tube and it's solid. It's just red. I couldn't do anything with that one.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. This comes up to a person's blood is drawn at a hospital. It's not done at the direction of the cops, but the cops somehow come into it later through a warrant or a subpoena or something like that, and it's called serum blood alcohol. It's not blood alcohol. Actually, serum alcohol level, not blood alcohol level. Could you explain what the difference is between the serum and the whole blood?
Yes. Now this occurs when someone's just in the hospital for an accident or whatever. The hospital does its routine tests, check all kinds of different things. And
the driver thinks they have some privacy rights at this point, and they allow the test to happen, right?
Right, yeah. And they do test for alcohol. Now, they don't have a gas chromatograph in the hospital. They'll have this other instrument that's totally different technology. In order for that to work, they have to put the blood in a centrifuge, and they essentially use the serum, which is the solids. The cells are separated out, so it's just a clear liquid that they test.
Okay. And when the serum blood comes back, when those supposed results come back, they're always higher than the actual whole blood result. Is that fair?
That's right, because they're not looking at the entire sample. They've concentrated the alcohol in the serum instead of everything. So those results should not be used in court.
Right, but they are. They use this hocus-pocus kind of conversion formula to turn them into some results.
There's a rough conversion formula. It only gives an average.
Okay. So that would not be the gold standard, right?
No, that's not the gold standard.
I like to use that term, the gold standard.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Mark Stevens, one more time, criminal defense lawyer from Salem, New Hampshire. My telephone number is 603-893-0074. If you've been arrested for DWI, I'd welcome your calls. My cell phone is 603-785-6458. And my website is bybyedwi.com. That's byedwi.com. My guest today has been Jay Godfrey, the owner of CG Labs. And Jay, your contact information?
My website, www.cglabs.com.
And the telephone number?
603-485-4154.
We thank you very much for coming in today and enlightening us about independent breath and blood testing. This is Mark Stevens again, Lawyer Up Radio. Please listen every week at 9 o'clock. It will make your hair shinier. It will make your teeth whiter. And We'll have another special guest next week. Thank you very much, Jay Godfrey.
Thank you, Mark.